Hey there, welcome back, guys. We're going to be going over flying drones in New York City. That's right. It's been forbidden for as long as we can remember. But, folks are doing it and have always been doing it forever. The motto is do it, just don't get caught. And apparently, like if you check out some of these forums, the photos are just amazing. And, I'm one of those who just would live vicariously through these drone pilots who would just amazing daredevils, and they just do it, and none of them get caught. But New York City implemented this new program similar to what some towns do. Some of you are for, some of you are against the new UA drone permit regulation that New York City has imposed, or some of you are actually against drone permit regulations that certain towns and cities impose. But New York City has actually come on board with it. And let's check out the process. Let's see what exactly is entailed. A lot of folks said, oh, there's a fee. You lose your funding, once you fill out your application fee. But there's no fee for the first step process. So we're actually going to see how it goes. There's actually one particular place I'd love to fly and take pictures of in the New York City area, and hopefully it gets approved. But you never know. New York City, with their rules and regulations, they're everything's very black and white. If you don't dot your T's and cross your I's on any particular form or application, it doesn't have to be this drone permit, you'll get denied and sent back. But hopefully it's similar to a DMV process where someone will get back to you and say, hey, you need this, hey, you need that, but we don't know. So let's see how it goes, and hopefully we'll get to take flight and get some legal pics of the New York City and Dumbo skyline. All right, let's check out some of the things they ask for. So the first part of the application process is really simple. It's just your name, your address, your telephone number. It's the attachments that are a little bit intimidating that they ask for. Your driver's license, which is fine, insurance, which you can get through one of the apps. It's a cybersecurity and data privacy thing. Of course, a copy of the community notice, which I was able to find online. I'll leave a link to that in the description. But you go on to the next step, which is, it'll process, it'll just push forward, it loads, and the proposed operator, which of course would be you, or maybe you're doing it for a company and you have your pilots, right? And so this would be the process for them. Of course, you would add the operator, their name and address, their email, their contact information. Of course, this would be me. And when you're done, you click next. Again, there's no fee until, I guess, you're processed, right? Visual observer. This part's a little confusing, so I put my wife down. Hopefully she's available that day. I'm not sure if you're required to have a visual observer as part of the experience, but anyway, I just put one down just in case. I guess I'll know as I move along in the process when someone gets back to me. Your drone, add a UA, unmanned aircraft, right? I'm going to be using the Mavic 3, okay? And you click next. And then of course here the flight details. You got to be really specific, but they don't leave room for a lot of detail. Of course the affirmation, you click OK. So you got to leave it short and concise and straight to the point. And then you just click on the checks, and then you click submit. Of course that's another process. It depends on your internet, how fast or slow it is, and it should happen in real time. And that's it. This is what you get. Your application has been submitted successfully. When your application has been reviewed, you will receive an email containing your determination and next steps. That's it. There's no fee. I presume this fee will come if you get approved. If you get approved, you probably have a processing fee. And then if you don't get approved, or hopefully, it's not done correctly, maybe I missed something and forgot something, like, hey, you got to do this. It's hard to say because it's the city. And, usually when working with the government, you gotta get your paperwork done correctly the first time. So hopefully I did do that correctly the first time. And maybe someone will get back to me. Maybe it's a more interactive approach. It's hard to say. But I'm looking forward to this process and actually taking pictures of the New York City skyline. Imagine that, being able to photograph NYC like never before. I mean, you could do it. You could do it without the permit process. You just can't get caught, right? I mean, you'll see if you ever look at those Facebook forums and YouTube videos. Folks do it, but do you want to get caught, or do you want to do it the right way? It's expensive, $150. That's a lot, and I'm hoping that I get permission to fly for the day. Hopefully, it's not per flight, right? So imagine that, $150 if you want to fly here, $150 if you want to fly there. Well, I want to fly in this particular location, but if you look at the public notice that you're supposed to give for the area you're going to be flying in, it's for a designated time. So I put for 6 in the morning until presumably 10 p.m. at night, so I can get the day, right? But it doesn't work that way, because if you read the information that you're supposed to put inside the notice, it basically gives you a 60-minute window. It's not like you can be in the air for that long of a period of time. So hopefully that works out in that sense. And in case you're wondering what I'm talking about, it's basically it's called UA Community Flyer. You put your contact information, site of takeoff, right, estimated date and time, and then duration of activity. So I put 60 minutes because 60 minutes would be the duration of the flight, right? But that would be a window of opportunity between 6 a.m. and 7 a.m. Or maybe it's for the day, right? So how do you do that for the day? You just put 60 minutes between 6 a.m. and 10 p.m. That would mean each flight would probably be about 30 minutes. It's hard to say. So, things are very black and white with these permit processes, because you're only allowed to attach one UA community flyer, unless maybe you can attach two, right? And then just double the PDF. But we'll find out, right? So stay tuned. Remember to like and subscribe so you can follow the process and see these amazing photos if I get approved. And if you have any ideas or suggestions for other videos or comments, please leave them down below. And I'll see you all next time.